get what I'm saying? In regards to how they're getting on to a black woman that was insulting black women on an issue that affects black women. When there are people that are without your race that are slandering you, and the energy that's being put towards them is not the same. You'd rather crush someone that looks like you, who's also suffering what you're suffering, than someone who is attacking you from a position of privilege. That means you're part of the problem.
And the thing that's so mad is, like, it's only now, as a community, we're starting to unlearn a lot of the, like, maladaptive behaviours and, like, doctrines that we've internalized. Don't violate, man. Don't violate, man. Don't violate, man. Man graduated with honours, you know. Man graduated with honours, you know. Don't try to violate, man. I'm smarticle. Nah, but big man thing, and it's like, not to justify it, but back in them days, like, it was cool. Like, a lot of things that were that are offensive in today's day and age was really cool back in them days.
Funny.
It was funny. Like, I remember there was a phase where it was cool to cuss Somalians. Oh yeah. It's when they come and cancel you in the comments, I didn't laugh. I laughed at him. Bro, when they cancel you, you know.
I'm just remembering the jokes. It was not cool. It's not cool at all. I just remember the jokes.
Bro, that is crazy. Nah, but there was actually a point in time where it was cool to cuss Somalians. There was a time where it was cool to cuss African. Bro,
yeah.
Let me tell you.
I've got your lips are so big. If your family was lost at sea, they'd use you as a I've got that. You know, that was in primary school. Stayed with me till today, fam. So cool. So nothing, fam.
Bro, listen.
To me, it was so stupid.
Listen.
Like, everyone laughed. I was like, what? I couldn't think of a comeback in the moment. I was like, that's so dumb.
I bet you got home and he was like, I should have said this.
Yeah! Even on the way home, like,
Oh my days, bro. I remember the first time I realized, that I was black. So when I moved over here from Niger, bearing in mind, obviously in Nigeria you don't see white people like that. So I didn't even understand the concept of black and white.
You're just Nigerian.
I'm just human. I'm just Nigerian. So I remember I was in year 4, and then this kid, I still remember his name, Wesley, fam.
Man, that Wesley.
Yeah, Wesley, fam.
Shout out Wesley.
What mixed race you like this?
He's even mixed.
Mixed curly hair. Got all the girls in primary school. I'm burning. Because I wasn't cute yet in my primary school.
I wasn't cute yet.
I wasn't cute, but I wasn't.
We're still coming in.
I was developing. This guy called me an African booty scratcher. Everyone busts out laughing on the playground. But what's peak here? Was it wasn't even white people that was laughing, it was black people that was laughing as well.
That's what I mean.
Do you know what I'm saying?
They get it.
Yeah, so it's the thing where, like, it was cool to do these things, but it's only now that we're starting to understand, and like the concept of self-love is becoming stronger. And it's like, nah, I'm gonna love myself with my quote-unquote big lips and, you know, my big nose or whatever. And like for women, it's like, yeah, I'm thick, I'm not size 0 or like Victoria Beckham or whatever, but like I'm beautiful in my own way. And it's only now that it's frowned upon that we're looking back at those tweets and like, wow, that's a mad thing. But back in them days, it's like everyone was laughing at the TL. But I do kind of understand how like it has damaged a lot of black girls' self-confidence.
Yeah, man. I know a girl, I think someone posted on Twitter or whatever, someone told us to be in conversation, I can't remember where I heard this information. All I know is that some girl said, I remember, someone told me, when she was in secondary, they used to go into her for how big her bum was, innit? They used to cast her, you're fat bum, you're so fat. I bet when, it's just bare dumb stuff, like, lots of stupid things. Fast forward 10 years now, oh my gosh, I love your physique, oh my gosh, it's so amazing.
Of course.
But she, in the back of her mind, she takes that with a pinch of salt.
Pinch of salt, yeah. She's internalized those negative comments for so long. Yeah, it's crazy. But you know what's so funny? I was even thinking about it, it's like, cool. Those things were acceptable then, now it's like not acceptable. What are the things that we're doing now that's acceptable that won't? Like, for example,
men are trash.
Men are trash. Every girl saying men are trash. Yoruba demons is there. We cuss Ghanaian boys for having big bums and they eat egg all the time. when I say we, I don't mean us, innit? Like we, generic term from the Latin word, you know. But they have waves though. They have waves. They got good hair.
The eggs. I've seen so much eggs, bro. I didn't know you could do that. Ghanaians are special.
But yeah, imagine if like everyone's getting onto them now, and then later on down the line, it's like, rah, you tweeted this and you were this, and yeah, it'll be interesting.
I think people, this is going to be, a lot of you are going to disagree. You might even disagree. I think people will make mistakes. People will say horrible things. People will do horrible things. But so far as you're willing to acknowledge what you've done, acknowledge the hurt and damage that you've caused to other people, and make amends and go forward with a renewed mindset of no longer repeating those behaviours, I've got nothing against you, man. Like, you could have been the most racist, flipping Tommy Robinson, could turn around tomorrow and say, you know what, I love all races, we're all children of God, I'm so sorry for everything I did in the past, and I vow never to perpetuate this cycle again. I'll take it. A lot of people be, oh, you're being naive, you're being skeptical, fam. I'm not the man that I was 2 years ago. I'm not the man I was 5 years ago. Do you know what I'm saying? I was very immature in my thinking, my ways of thought, but now I think completely different to that. If you go and hold me accountable to 2010, I was like, you're bluffing. That's got nothing to do with me whatsoever.
It's a completely different person.
It's completely diametrically opposed in perspective, so you can't hold me accountable for stuff that I've done in the past, because I'm not that person anymore. But if we go and relate that to a different crime, for example, let's say someone's committed murder, and they say, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I've committed murder, but like, I'm not that person anymore. There's something in us here that wants to make someone suffer. And that thing is so rampant. That's where cancel culture, I believe, comes from. Like, you just want to see someone pay.
And that's the thing with like cancel culture that's so funny. Like, even if let's even like move the conversation to like, have you heard of that rapist list?
So you're in my brain, bro. I was literally about to say segue.
Segue. Presenter. But yeah, even with that rapist list thing, like, what do you think of the rapist list? Because this whole cancel culture thing, and this is what I hate about social media, it's like, in a few weeks, people are going to forget about this thing. The man them on that list, they're going to come out of hibernation, going to start tweeting again, living their normal lives. People are going to forget. And it's like, all of this would have been for nothing. Do you know what I mean? What do you think about the list?
I think it was well intentioned, but if it hasn't already, it could easily become malicious. In as much as, like, it started, as far as what I know about the list, it started out as girls wanting to inform other girls about people that they know to be predators, so that they can be mindful and watch out and like not engage with such individuals. Someone's going to leak it onto the main TL now. And now people have been emboldened, which I think is a beautiful and amazing thing. To be able to
say that word again?
Emboldened.
Spell it.
Don't. Anyways, people have been emboldened to come out and then speak out about their interactions and their experiences where maybe they've been assaulted or they've been harassed sexually or otherwise. And a lot of the things that, in terms of conversations I've had about this with females, feelings of guilt, feelings of condemnation, feelings of shame. I saw a tweet that is so powerful. I'm not even a girl, but I can just relate vicariously, innit? And they said, sometimes you find yourself in situations as a female where someone disrespects you so blatantly that in the moment you're like, what? Like, it kind of goes over your head, like, was that what I thought it was? And then you walk off, or maybe like later on that evening, you realise.
And then you start deepening it.
Yeah, you deepen it, because that was actually a violation. But now the moment has passed, you feel like it's inappropriate for you to bring it back up. You just have to like internalize it and just continue carrying that burden. That's mad.
Nah, that's crazy.
But with this list, what that's done is sparked the conversation so they can then vent and air those views. So people that didn't even know, like, let's say the person that inflicted that hurt on someone psychologically or physically, they may not be aware of the effects of their actions. But this conversation is, like you mentioned when we spoke about this privately, that people are scared, like guys are scared. Guys are checking themselves, not scared to say, oh, I might get thrown on the list, but scared to say, have I done something inappropriate and I'm unaware? So I think for that, it's been positive. Where it gets malicious is, there's no vetting of this list.
No vetting whatsoever.
There's no flipping, jury. There's there's no like consideration of the evidence. It's just if you're on the list, you're guilty. Then there's no scale to the list either. You've got the flipping stage 5 paedophiles, and you've got the people that likes like a 14-year-old's picture, all in the same list. I'm not justifying none of them, man, but like, there's degrees to it. You can't punish people equally or you shouldn't punish people equally for different offences, in my opinion. But I said this as well, like the way God sees sin is you tell a white lie and you murder 10,000 people, you're the same. So I kind of get.
What do you think about? I saw someone said this. Yeah. What do you think about? Someone said they'd rather side with a girl who's lying about rape than support a rapist. So like for example, you see like with the list, yeah, how there's no vetting process. For the most part, we just have to take the girl's words for it.
Yeah.
Whoever they slap on the list, we have to give them benefit of the doubt of like, why would you lie? And like, there's no smoke about fire and stuff. But it's like someone's like, I won't even think about it. I'd rather support the girls, even though they could possibly be lying, than to think they could possibly be lying and then support a rapist. Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's dangerous, man. That's a very dangerous premise.
Yeah.
I don't like these I would rather because you know there's two evils that you're speaking about already. If you're already saying I would rather, you know both outcomes are bad. Because I understand, and for the most part, let's say 60 out of 100%, I support that statement in regards to if I had to choose of these two evils, I would rather have someone that was innocent and suspects him of being a rapist, in which he can still potentially clear his name, than have someone that's a rapist and I'm there just like, oh no, how do you know he did it? I'm blaming the victim when they suffered immeasurably. Like, nah, that's.
I feel like if you don't even, if you don't really know too tough, like for example, me, I'm just an innocent bystander in all of these things that's going on in the CO. If it's not your business, don't jump in it. Like, don't say anything. Because the person that said that, it's like, if one of your friends was the person you won't be having that, oh yeah, I'd rather listen to the girl than my boy type thing.
Fighting for your name. My family name, in fact.
My thing with the list, yeah, is I get it. I get the positives in terms of like empowering women to speak out, because there's a stat of like the percentage of people who get convicted for rape and stuff is low, like very, very low. So if you don't get your conviction in like judicial court, and your only way to get some sort of like retribution or, you know, payback or some sort is through the court of public opinion, putting them on blast on social media, and now at least give you some level of like, then cool, I get it. And it's also empowering women. So women who might have felt alone in their abuse, there's now solidarity, exactly. Like, oh, you went through it too, and they could share stories and they could draw strength from each other. So I get that. I also get the aspect of the list is now forcing us as men to check ourselves and to think.
Which is beautiful.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because literally, I'm hearing man them saying, I'm never beaten again, bruv. Because this is wild. No karanja for no one. Locking away the karanja, bruv. Like, do you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I feel like a lot of it, my issue with the list, one, like you said, is the vetting. Like, there's no sort of vetting process. Like, anyone can just be thrown in. From someone who's fully raped someone to someone who maybe just grabbed a cheek one time, just gets thrown on the list. Or maybe people might even be on the list. Because the guy, the brand SS Snow or something like that, the guy, someone put the guy's name on it. Like, he said categorically denies that he's going to take legal action. So this getting peak. But my thing with the list here is just like, I hope it doesn't turn malicious. I hope women are not using it for malicious purposes. Because I'm hearing apparently some women are trying to do that because they know when it comes to stuff like rape, a man is guilty until proven innocent.
Which is mad.
You know what I'm saying? Because more time they're going to side with the woman. But ultimately, what I want to understand is what the women actually want from this list. Because if all you want is just like revenge, it's like, cool, what happens when you get your revenge? You don't change the behavior, you don't change the person. You know what I'm saying? If you rape someone now, okay, cool, you've been shamed, you lose your job, etc. We haven't changed your mentality towards sex. No. You still have that perverted mentality towards sex. And you could potentially, you just got caught. You could potentially rape again. It's like, we need to, cool, we've outed these people or whatever, cool. Now we need to educate ourselves. And I feel like women sort of need to contribute to us educating ourselves. Because for the longest part, to me, what rape was when you were being forceful, like you actually like grab a girl, pin her down, like fully forced. But it's like, nah, that's not just rape. It's like you lying to a girl just to get the cooch. That's rape too, bruv. And like so many other things, I'm like, oh, that's rape. Like the issue of consent, like understanding what consent is. Do you know what I'm saying? And with stuff like consent, like we spoke about this on our live, on our Instagram. It's like the issue of consent. For different girls have different understandings of consent. There isn't one general consensus of what consent is. Do you know what I'm saying? Some girls think when you do the booty scooch on the bed and you just back it up on man on the bed, that's a signal for you to do your thing. There's girls who say, listen, I don't want to have to tell you. Like just do it, just take it, be a man. And it's like
be a man.
Conflicting messages, and it's like women need to help us understand like the rules of consent and stuff. Obviously there's some things that are just like straightforward and stuff like that, but I feel like education is a key piece that needs to be added. It shouldn't just be, oh yeah, I was raped or this, that, and what happened to me. I just want revenge on my pound of flesh. Because revenge is not yours, it's of the Lord. So if we're trying to do that, do you know what I mean? So education is definitely a key part of it, I think, in my opinion.
In regards to what you just said about consent, your consent should not be a grey area. Consent should be a flipping black and white scenario.
It should, but the thing is, it should be. It should be, but it's like, cool. If let's say, for example, let's say you go out partying.
Okay. No, that's true. I don't
okay, you don't party. But let's say, obviously, hypothetical situation. Let's say you go out partying and you get drunk. Yeah? And, you pick up a girl and she's also waved. Yeah? And she agrees
to do the distance.
To do the distance and go back with you. And you go back and you do the distance. And then the next morning she wakes up and she's like, oh yeah, I don't know what I just did. Like, can she give consent? Is that consent? Because you didn't rape, she willingly went with you and she willingly participated in the sex.
Right.
But is that like consent? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what is it? Do you know what I mean? Because if that's not consent, then a lot of men are pissed.
And we're gonna start getting documents up.
Bam! You get to sign a non-disclosure agreement. Hey, listen.
I willingly consent.
Yeah, big man team. Because a lot of men are pissed if that's bruv.
The girl saying, no, I just said, hey! Recorder doing it.
I, Veronica, solemnly swear to participate. Bruv, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
This one night can ruin your life.
Nah, definitely.
Ruin your entire life.
I feel like as men as well, we need to start G-checking our boys as well. We definitely need to start G-checking our boys.
From rape jokes.
So, listen, I even saw one thing. This is when I knew this rape thing is not a joke, fam. I saw it on Twitter. I don't forget, I can still find it.
People are mad. People are very mad.
This rape thing is actually crazy, There's like this pyramid, yeah, that shows you the extent of what rape is.
I saw that pyramid.
Bruv, it is mad. Where's this thing now?
See, when you said education...
Here we go. So, these are the things that come under rape culture.
No. Educate me.
Sexist. Sexist attitudes. Rape jokes. Locker room banter. Stalking. Unwanted non-sexual touch.
Non-sexual?
Unwanted non-sexual touch.
That?
Yeah, you just assaulted me, bro. That's rape culture.
We go to HR.
Yeah, we're going to that's rape culture, bro. Catcalling. Babes. Yes, man, yeah. Why
All of that.
Flashing and exposing.
That's disgusting.
That's so violent.
Do you know what happens to girls when I rip my girls' DMs, bro?
No. That one is still coming. Not only just flashing and exposing, unsolicited nude pics.
Yeah.
So you just putting a sausage in her DMs and that. Fam, your name. If you've done that, big man, your name might be ending up on the list. I'm just saying. What else? There's bears in this, you know.
Yeah, keep going.
Non-consensual photo or video.
Yeah. Random nudes.
Random.
And that's vice versa, by the way.
That's
That's
vice versa.
News unasked
If
for.
you send me your tatas in a DM, I won't put your name on the list and that, but you know, don't just feel like I just want it and then
I'm snitching to my girl. Man said,
I was joking, gosh.
you're fried.
Groping, revenge porn.
What's revenge porn?
Revenge porn, so let's say you make a sex tape with a girl and then you break up and then you release it on the socials and that. Revenge porn is peak, bro. It's mad.
That's evil.
Safe word violations.
She said strawberries.
She says pineapples and that. You're just like, nah. Yeah, that's rape still.
That's when it comes to self-control, man.
Coercion/manipulation. That's part of rape culture.
Elaborate on that.
What?
Coercion/manipulation.
So if like, for example, the manipulation one, that could pertain to like an older guy and like a Jesus. Woo, thank you. Don't worry. The symptoms of corona is coughing, not sneezing. So I don't know how you ran away. Like I haven't been chilling with you during quarantine anyway. You would have had it already, bro. What's it called? Yeah, so like manipulation. So if she's like a younger girl and you're taking advantage of like her naivety and stuff just so you can get the pooch. And coercion is like, how can you even put coercion? You just making her do it like she's saying no and it's like nah. Just persist. Oh, just a little bit. Just a tip. Just a tip, guys, is rape culture. Just the tip is rape culture.
Is there any punishment for girls that are underage that mislead guys that are older, that they're older in order to have sex?
Nah, there isn't.
No punishment for that,
There isn't, because the burden of responsibility falls on your shoulders because you're older.
What if she even goes as far as to forge ID?
Still,
what are we gonna do? Ask for birth certificate?
at the end of the day, she still won't be convicted of, because first of all she's underage, so she's a minor, she's a child.
Do you know? I don't remember which footballer it was, yeah, but some girl did this to him, yeah. She targeted him, yeah.
I think Adam Johnson, I don't know.
Yeah!
Is it him?
Yeah. But I didn't read the case.
I didn't really read the case.
I'm just thinking hypothetically, what if she targeted man? What if she done up the makeup and all them things? You know, all these girls, they're trying to look old anyway.
These girls.
And then they've gone them, because he's a footballer, he's got clout, he's got money, he's got like the fame, all of that stuff, yeah. Gone after him. He said, now how old are you? She said, I'm 21. He said, no, I don't believe you. Show me your license. She showed him a license that says 21 on it. What more is expected of him? Even if you go bank, what did I ask of you? Proof of ID, photo ID, that same document should suffice. Why is it? Because you know if it was the same situation with that, he's still getting bagged. What happens to the kid, fam? That's manipulation, that's coercion. It's just reverse. And that's why that mentality of I would rather support the rapist, the rape victim, over the alleged rapist is dangerous.
It's dangerous. I feel like as men, yeah, because even though I don't want it to seem like, oh yeah, when women are talking about rape culture, men want to put in their two piece and be like, oh yeah, what about us? But it's like, I feel like with rape culture, it works both ways, like you said. It's like the same way I can send you an unsolicited penis picture, you can send me an unsolicited nude as well, and I might not love it. Do you know what I'm saying? I might be in bed, I'm not trying to do the do, and you're just there, just doing the stuff to the karanja and that. I'm not on it. You know, I feel like, you know what it is, yeah? We shag ourselves as men. We shag ourselves as men, because we don't talk, bruv.
Yeah, it's not.
We don't speak about this.
If I'm being honest.
That's it, we do not speak about this, bro. We shag ourselves. We don't make nearly as much noise. We just take it like, wait. Women are making noise, that's why things are moving for them. Like, yeah, imagine if we did a list as well.
Bruv.
Because I don't even like enough girls their hands are not clean in sexual assault as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Like girls just grab your bum. I've had my bum grabbed before.
I just remember something happened to me at uni.
What happened? You been groped?
Yeah, man.
Fam, it's mad. I've had a girl that grabbed this, and I've looked at her like,
we did.
What are you doing, bruv? And she just looked at me and I just like, I'm not laughing with you, like that's. Like, but I didn't report you.
Who's gonna report you?
I'm saying I didn't report you.
You go to us, if you came to the boy.
Yeah, if I came to my man and said that.
He'd laugh at you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What? What, you wanna cry?
Yeah.
It's sad.
Bro, it's mad. I feel like as men, we need to start talking as well. But
cool.
Let's let the women vent first. Let's sort out their issues first, and then if anything, let me even finish this. The rape culture thing. Cool. Threats is part of rape culture. Threats, yeah.
Like if you don't do it, I'll beat you up or something. Managers. Lecturers.
Ah, Liz G.
You think you're going to graduate from this university? I said, well, I think you're going to graduate from this university without sucking my cock. And they're laughing with glasses. You pop belly fell.
Bro, I need to know what Nollywood movie that is. I need to know, bro. I need to know. But threats.
But that's, no, yo, bro, dead ass, it happens.
Yeah, I know.
I know,
Definitely
I know
does.
someone there, she was ill in an exam period, so she couldn't really write her exam properly.
Yeah.
She's asked if she could do a research during summer. Lecturer said, come and see me in my office at 7 o'clock, fam.
AM?
7 p.m.
What?
When everyone's cleared out of the lectures halls and that. So come and see me in my office. She's come to the office, there's still people lingering and said, oh, that, okay, I understand the situation. You come and visit me in my quarters, we'll try and see what you can do. She's like, what do you mean?
In my quarters?
In my quarters, you know they've got staff quarters.
Oh, yeah.
In campus, innit? I wanted to do the distance.
I was trying to do feel-ups and that.
Feel-ups? What's feel-ups? I want to chop.
Fam, that's mad.
Threats, because obviously if she doesn't do it, that's her GPA.
Yeah. Threat. Blackmail.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But they won't explicitly say it. It's just like innuendos, man.
Yeah, even that in the workplace, you have to be careful, fam. You have to be careful.
When I get a leg up over someone in the workplace, mum just said, you know what you gotta do. Christmas party and he's eyeing you up, all of that stuff. It's dangerous, man. Dangerous.
Absolutely mad.
And it works both ways. It's not just women that are suffering. That maybe more prevalent in women, but there's guys that managers who just.
Fam, it's crazy, bro. Contraceptive sabotage. You heard me.
Oh, faking that they're on the door.
But you know what's funny about that, yeah? So I was reading more about this thing, yeah.
It's not good to be a celeb, bro. It's not good to be a celebrity.
Why?
It's them that are more prone
Why
to
did you say
this.
that?
Someone like Drake, you gotta sit there and watch her swallow this. you can't take no chances. Someone like Chris
Bro,
Brown.
I was reading this thing here on BBC News, bro, yeah.
Dangerous, man.
Could removing a condom count as rape? You know that's rape?
What, mid-sex?
So if she tells you like, yo, you need to wear a jimmy,
Strap
and
up.
you're like, yeah, you put it on. Mid-beat now, you just say, F it, no, I don't do this. And you just start stroking without a jimmy, you raped her, bro. Even though she consented to the beat, you raped her.
Do you know that if a person is having sex, like mid-beat, you're about to bust, she says stop, you must stop.
I don't know how I feel about that though.
That's how consent works, bro.
But you know what's crazy? Sometimes it's involuntary.
I'm not saying it's involuntary.
Sometimes it's bro. That is I feel like that one is hard. It could be, but that's harsh though.
That's what I'm saying.
Why would you at that point decide that that's when you don't want to do it again?
She's not feeling it anymore.
That's F. If a girl does that, like you're within your right, but that's wickedness, bro. I feel like ultimately with this thing, I feel like we need to, as opposed to attacking individuals, we need to attack rape culture. Do you know what I'm saying? As opposed to like the individuals necessarily. Because okay, cool, we can start off by attacking individuals and putting them on blast or whatever. Cool, but that won't get you nowhere.
Yeah, that's just
if we attack rape culture and start a conversation around that, it's like cool, man them, G-check your boys if they're doing the catcalling thing or if they're grabbing up girls in the club and that. Check your boys.
Stupid pictures.
Send them stupid pictures. Like, let's start teaching consent in school. Because I didn't learn about it. I had to learn consent myself. Do you know what I'm saying? I didn't learn consent in school. I'll tell you, for the longest time, like, rape was forceful for me. I didn't know about deceit. I didn't know about taking off the jimmy. Manipulation, coercion, all of that stuff. I didn't know that was all part of rape culture. I didn't know stuff like that. So, all these things part of rape culture that I've just been mentioning from the list, which there's still more, by the way. There's still more. These are the things that we need to be attacking. That's the wider picture that we need to be attacking. Bro, drugging, molestation, stealthing, that's apparently what covert condom removal is. Stealthing. It has a name. Stealthing. Contraceptive sabotage, blah, blah, blah. and then ultimately at the top of the pyramid is rape. It's crazy.
What's the one just before that?
So the highest of highest is rape.
Yeah.
Then second is drugging. Then third is molestation.
Drugging is
then
evil.
Fourth is stealthing. I feel like drugging is worse than rape.
Drugging is evil.
Because you're literally having sex with someone that's unconscious.
Yeah, man. Might as well go to a mortuary and go beat a
That
dog.
is madness.
Sick people. Bro.
That is actually madness. Yeah, that is madness, bro. That's madness.
You see what I mean? You don't just get there.
I'm all for. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is perversion, bro.
Yeah, man.
Because someone like that, yeah, someone that will drug a girl just so he can have sex with her, it's like cool. You could shame him, put him on blast, he could lose his job,
That person
people
is
could cancel
sick.
him. But the guy is still sick.
He needs help.
That person is still sick. Like, you don't fix the issue. More than likely, he's gonna rape again.
Yeah. In fact, now you've given him more reason to.
If anything.
Because before he was distracted by working, and now you've got to put him on blast, he's lost his job. He's just at home just to sit in his perversion, just be predator.
Yeah. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. But yeah, this.
So
Yeah, man. I just hope all the girls on that list that have been, just not even on that list, all girls in general who've been like sexually abused or like raped or whatever, I just hope they find healing and closure. To be honest, and I just hope like as humans, I just hope we do better, both male and female. Like we just do better. Just do better, man.
It starts with education, as you mentioned. So like me and you, we're gonna by God's grace, we'll have children, instilling that in our children that. It's not about what she wears. It's not about where she goes. It's not about if she says yes in the moment. If she explicitly says no to you, even if she's joking, take care as no. Next time she'll know to say yes if she really wants it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm saying that to my kid. My kid grows up, his friends are all like, yeah, bro, we don't tolerate that over here. You can't be making those kind of jokes. Then they go into the workplace and they see managers speaking out like roughly, or they hear about managers speaking threateningly to their female colleagues, and they call out, no, we're not having that. And they call out there, we call out on TV, we call out on social media, we call out in like anywhere that we see it, it will eradicate it. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. And I feel like while we're still on this journey of like educating ourselves as men and educating the up and coming generation and stuff, like girls just take care of yourselves, man. Definitely, like obviously this is not putting like the burden of blame on the woman, but just make smarter decisions. Like if you don't know him too tough, don't go to his crib, don't do stuff like that. Like yeah, I understand the premise that as a woman, as a human in general, you should be able to
do whatever.
Go out at 1 in the morning. Ideally, but we don't live in an ideal world. Like the world, like and I make that conscious effort. Like if I'm out, I try to make sure like cool, like how the girls getting home and stuff like that. Like are you gonna be safe? Like, or if you're taking night bus, is it just you, or are you gonna be with your girls and stuff like that? Because it's like in an ideal world, yeah, but we know we live in a sick and twisted world. Like there's rapists, pedophiles, murderers and stuff, and like you just walking home at 2 in the morning just because you think you can. You should be able to, but please just take care of yourself, man. Just take care of yourself. Listen, I'll drop you home if needs be. But just take care of yourself.
One last thing on this topic, when in the instances whereby a friend of mine has told me that she's been a victim of sexual assault, especially the first time I had that conversation, I didn't know how to react or respond.
Yeah.
So I was just listening. I think listening is a powerful thing, as we've touched on the live before. But like, maybe in the comments, like, what is expected, like, what, because it's happened, you know what I mean? I can't go into the past, and as much as I wish I could, and save her from that happening, but like, what's our role as men moving forward? Because I remember I went to a spoken word conference, and the performer was saying that she'd been sexually assaulted by her dad and her uncle.
That's tough, man.
So the man that I meant to show you what love is.
Yeah, that's so tough. You know so tough, man.
And she said that it affected her in her marriage.
Yeah, because you've now damaged her relationship with sex now.
Yeah. So like, it requires a lot of patience, a lot of empathy, a lot of sympathy, and just understanding, I guess. Just nurturing and reinforcing their sense of identity and worth, because I feel like when a woman has sex with a man, in fact, vice versa, but more so for the woman because they're receiving and we're kind of giving. They've opened themselves up to you, literally.
Yeah.
So like, if that trust is broken, it takes a lot to put that back together again. And I think as men, you and me first, and then the wider community as a result, we need to understand that that's our roles to play in that situation. And just be there in that capacity. But it's not difficult to also based on my experience.
Nah, definitely leaves like an indelible mark. That stays with you for life. And please, like, just don't tell Twitter, tell a therapist, bro. Tell a therapist. Like, a lot of people don't want to seek help. Tell a therapist, like, get help. Like, you need to get help.
See disgusting things on Twitter. Man.
Yeah, get help.
You will share something so deeply personal to yourself, which took boldness for you to share. And someone, one sicko in a basement somewhere will comment something that will
just start trolling you.
Like 10 steps.
Just troll you for no reason. Just for shits and gigs. Just giggles. Just troll you. But anyway, fam, before we wrap this up, Black Lives Matter. BLM. Yes, BLM. First things first, F Katie Hopkins. F you. That's what you get. Punk. You get kicked off Twitter.
Punk.
Pussy up. Anyway, Black Lives Matter. Bro, it's like Corona really let us as a black community, we really had time to disrupt the world. Like, we shook the... Literally, I think all the 50 states in America protested. We've had protests here in England, in London, in Hertfordshire, in Birmingham, in so many different cities here. Spain, France, Italy, Germany. I think they even protested in Australia, China. Bro, everyone was just protesting. What did you think about this whole BLM thing?
It's sweet.
Oh, little sweet, no. Oh, no, bad, yeah. It's so, so sweet. So sweet. God damn.
It's necessary, man. Absolutely necessary. I had a lot of enlightening conversations. I found out a lot of stuff that even myself wasn't aware of. Like Black Wall Street, the importance and need to support black businesses, what my responsibility is to uplift black women, how marginalized black women in society are. The racial prejudices. Like, for years, people have told me that I speak really good English, and I've taken it as a compliment. But why is that something that should be pointed out? You didn't say that to Freddie. It was expected from Freddie to speak English.
I'm Nigerian.
You know what I'm saying?
English is our official language.
Fam,
as a Nigerian anyway, so Commonwealth country.
Do you get it though?
But that makes sense.
The education I've received as a result of this movement is that there's certain things that I've tolerated that I shouldn't have tolerated. Like, for example, my name is Olubusayo, fam.
You better talk your shit, nigga. You better talk your talk.
Can you say that again?
Give them
Olubusayo. Get it, fam?
What does that translate for them's in the back?
No, that means God has added to my joy. So yeah, man. And that's something that, like, on my CV, I'm a white man, fam. What's my name? Like, on my CV, I'm Isaac Peters, isn't it? Isaac Malachi Peters.
You probably get all the jobs.
So I get all the jobs.
Mine is only 50% though. Only the first name is English and that. Like, the last name is just...
But it shouldn't be like that. And as a recruiter, I know, like, I consciously make an effort. My company, by the grace of God, makes an effort to, like
you don't see the names?
They look for people with exotic names.
Okay.
Like,
well, it's part of like their equality and diversity scheme.
We aim to hire people from ethnic backgrounds. That's something that I have the privilege to be able to facilitate. So I'm pushing the Black Lives Matter movement in that regard. But yeah, so I've just learned a lot. I've seen a lot. There's things that we shouldn't tolerate. There's things that we should be more proud of, more vocal about. Education that we haven't been privileged to have. That now, by virtue of this movement, is being propagated. Like, things that have happened, atrocities that have happened in the past that we should have been informed and we have a right to be upset about, we now know of, and we can carry ourselves accordingly. Not to say that we should be victims in that respect, but we should know what it is that's happened to our people. We should celebrate where we've come as a result, irrespective of that trauma that we've had. Yeah, there's a saying that says we need to know where we're coming from in order to know where we're going. And it's deep. First things first, justice for Breonna Taylor, because they still haven't arrested
the policeman that shot him. But with the whole Black Lives movement, I feel like the manner in which they killed, like, this guy, yeah? George Floyd, let me say his name, George Floyd, was so graphic and traumatic that as a human being, if that doesn't move you, then I don't know. Like,
something intrinsically wrong.
Yeah, like, it's mad. Like,
if they killed a dog like that, it would hurt my feelings, fam.
This guy was in agony for 8 minutes and 46 seconds.
Do you know what it means to do that for 8 minutes? He himself, he was strained. Like, if I told, even punishment back in the day was kneel down, hands up, and close your hands. This guy had to physically restrain him for 8 minutes. There was slow
3 officers on him.
Death.
You know how traumatizing. Like, funny, he knew he was going to die.
Yeah, man.
In the video, you can hear him calling for his mum. Do you know how mad that is?
There was nothing you could do about it.
You know, the only times in my life, yeah, that I can ever say I've called out for my mother was when I'm in deep stress, deep stress. Like when I'm ill. Like, I remember one time, yeah, I had like proper bad malaria, and like
knocking on death's door, fam.
Listen, it was proper bad. Like, my mum still tells me to this day, she was like, I was so lean, I was so thin, I wasn't eating, I had no appetite and stuff. Like, I remember, like, I called for my mum. Do you know what it means for a grown-ass man to call for his mother? You know, he knew he was gonna die. He knew he was gonna die. He's just like, he's literally just saying, anything can help me right now to get at this. And you think you would do that and you won't get an uprising? Do you think you could just kill my man with impunity? Bearing in mind, just a few weeks back, Ahmaud Arbery was killed, just shot. Man, that was just 5K, just shot.
Broad daylight. And
then you have flipping Amy Cooper in the park weaponizing her white privilege, trying to, oh yeah, there's a African American male in the park harassing me. When my mouth doing nothing.
All he said was put a leash on your dog.
That is crazy. That is crazy, and that's why I'm starting to understand the concept of, as a white friend, or just anyone that's non-black, not just white people, anyone that's non-black, it's no longer cool for you to not be racist. You have to be anti-racist now. I can't F with you if you're not anti-racist. I just can't.
What are your thoughts on racism? I don't see cut unfollow.
Yeah.
Lose my number.
We're not talking. Yeah. What are you talking for? I don't see.
You will not see me.
Like, good. I feel like that's so disrespectful, you know. Like, if you told me you don't see colour,
who are you?
That is so disrespectful. You've literally just undermined, like, my culture, my background, the struggles I've had to go through as a black man. You just literally said, we have an even playing field. You ain't had to. What?
Yeah.
Oh,
like
listen.
Like that.
See colour, bruv. Look, see the colour. See it. But it's crazy. But I do like the conversation that it has started. The revolution that has started. Yeah. Again, like you said, we're having to, like, I've educated myself so much about, like, black history, black culture. I've been watching, like, lectures, conferences, reading books. What's it called? Yeah, lectures, conferences, reading books about black culture, reinforcing our identity. Do you know what I'm saying? Learning about things like, there's something called, let me break it down. Let me educate. Let me educate. You know, there's something, and this is what's so mad, yeah. How, like, why black women are so, like, protective about having full control and dominance over their hair. It's like there was this thing called the Tion laws. Tion laws, yeah. So the Tion laws was basically, from what I read anyway, back in the days, obviously, like, the African slaves that we brought over here, obviously not African cultures, like, women adorn their hair. They put beads, they put glitter, they put just different adornments in the hair. Now, apparently, legend has it that the white slave masters, they were fucking with it. They was like, what you say, little spicy thing over there? Like, they was loving it. And black women were getting sexed, well, not raped by the thousands. Like, they were, like, the white men were like, oh, this is something different.
Wow.
White women didn't really love that. So they started to demonize black women's hair.
Cover it up.
Yeah, so to the point where the Tion laws, exactly, the Tion laws was now, it was a law that black women couldn't have their hair out anymore. They had to cover it. They now had to cover their hair. So they started to demonize it. So like people who have dreadlocks, they just label you as like being lazy or dirty or unkempt or like smelly. Yeah.
Even that's the thing there. It's a fallacy thing.
It's a fallacy, exactly. But then black women, I love black women. Whew, guess what they started doing? They started adorning their headscarves.
Yeah.
Vajazzling the headscarf, and like, you don't want to see my head, you will see this headscarf. And technically they weren't breaking no laws. And it's so mad because that has even followed us even till today, because there's still even schools in Africa because that you can't even come in with certain hairstyles. Like, you can't come in with Afro. Your natural hair, like now you have to do your hair like this, you have to straighten your hair. And this is even in Africa, we've internalized this idea that we're not good enough. Self-hate. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's all crazy, bro. So now it's like when women come to talking, when this whole conversation of like weave and stuff, I don't even get involved. Like as a black woman, do whatever you want to do. Do whatever you want to do. Because I will never understand what it feels like as a black woman to have to straighten your hair just because you're scared of the discrimination you're gonna face when you go to that meeting or when you go for that job interview, or being marginalized for looking a certain type of way. So what you want to do with your hair, like I might have my preferences, but I'm just whatever makes you feel comfortable. Now that you have control, as black women, you have control over what you can do with your hair. Do as you please. I still hold my opinions, but who am I to speak on? Do as you please. Once I read about that, I was like, nah, because for black women, their hair is not just hair; it's a political statement.
It's a crown.
It's a political statement now, because the way you wear your hair, like to other people, like they read meaning to it. You see a woman with Afro hair, you're thinking she's one of them earthy, listens to Erica Badu, you know, talk to the people type. And Jill Scott and that, and uses cocoa butter.
Oh, you're taking the piss. Man, so shit about it.
Do you know what I mean? So, bruv, it's tough, man. But yeah, but how do you feel like you're gonna affect change though? Like, what are you taking from this BLM thing?
First and foremost, the education. Because you keep saying education. Education is important. You can't act on what you don't know.
But apart from the education part, like what practical steps are you gonna take, or are you gonna take in your everyday life?
In my workplace, first and foremost, consistently pushing for diversity. In terms of what I patronize, where I put my money, black businesses, where there isn't an alternative. Where there is an alternative, I mean. Supporting my friends, literally speaking life and affirmations over black women, including my sisters. Those four are my go-tos. Those are what I'm thinking about more. Oh yeah, mentoring black men as well, showing them as an alternative way than trapping, than than even football, and even like the cliche roots. Lawyer, doctor. If you're creative, I'm a creative. I know what we can do with that. Man, mentoring.
No, we definitely need representation in many aspects, in different areas, like you said. I feel like for me, I've really taken on board this idea of supporting black businesses and circulating like black money within a black community. Like for example, like I was even telling you, like today, I wanted to go get hair care products, and I could have gone to like the packs, like the hair shop that sells like black people hair products with like an Asian man in it. But I decided I travelled 10 miles out of my route to go and patronize a black owned hair shop. Why am I doing that? Because I know even just that, like even like my friends who have like businesses and stuff, trying to patronize them, I'm buying their t-shirts, I'm buying their this, buying their that, because it's like that's a way I feel like I could contribute to the movement. Do you know what I'm saying? As well as, you know what I'm saying, being unapologetically myself as well. That's another way I can contribute to it. Like for example, you said like your name Oluwabusayo. It's like, listen, my name is Yanu Oluwanimi. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be unapologetically myself. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna dilute myself around people who aren't black just so to make you feel comfortable. Do you know what I'm saying?
You will learn my name.
You will learn my name. Like you will learn my tendencies. You will learn my character. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I don't do myself justice by dimming my light just so you can shine. I'm not going to do that anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just little things like that practical steps like that. Yeah, man. There's worked so many different things.
That has been lockdown.
That has been lockdown, man. Lockdown has been, whew, lockdown has been heavy.
Life changing experience, man.
Lockdown has been heavy, boy. Very, very heavy. Anyways, let's keep it
shout out a black business on that note.
Yeah. So let's shout out black business. Nelson Nite Photography. Do you have a birthday coming up? Do you have a bar mitzvah coming up? Do you have a funeral coming up? Well then, Nelson Nite is your man.
He covers all sorts of events, from weddings to birthdays to baby showers to like just portraits. If you're trying to start a modeling career, this guy, he will capture you like this.
Come on, tell him.
Nelson is, follow him on his Instagram.
Follow him on Instagram. We're gonna put the Instagram in the description box.
Yeah. Also, all in 60. If you've got any properties you want to get viewed, you want to get appraised.
All in 60 as well.
All in 60 is fire.
Yeah, he does like recording of like houses that you want, properties you want to put on sale and stuff like that.
Listen, I'm not even exaggerating. This guy is fire. Like,
he's self-made too. Self-made black man running his own business.
Man graduated uni and went straight to work for himself.
Never had a job. Never had a CV. He's better than himself, and he's doing his thing.
So all of you go support
Nelson Nite.
NELSONNICEH. That's my guy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, support him. Lastly, let's play a game.
Game?
Before we end it, let's play a game.
You playing games?
Yeah. It's called One's Gotta Go.
One's Gotta Go.
It's called One's Gotta Go.
How'd you play it, bro?
Cool. So basically, I'm gonna give you a list of 4 options, yeah?
Go on.
Give you a list of 4 options, and you have to tell me which 3 is gonna stay, and which one you don't mind letting go of. Okay. Yeah, but you have to do it one by one. So you say one that you let go of, and you say one that definitely is safe. I'll tell you one that's safe. You tell me one until we have 3, and then obviously the last one you let go of. Cool.
Let's go.
Cakes. So the 4 options are red velvet, chocolate cake, Victoria sponge. Look at this fat man. And the last one is Madeira cake. So I'm gonna give you those 4 again. I'm gonna give you red velvet, chocolate, Victoria sponge, or Madeira cake. So which one is safe first?
Let's be Vic. Baby Vic is at the top.
Victoria sponge is safe.
That's my babe.
Why Victoria sponge? Why is Victoria sponge safe?
Yo, let's break it down. 3 tiers, bro. You got the fluffy sponge. You got the jam and the cream in the middle. That cake, I don't feel like that cake, yeah, there's levels to it. There's levels. If you're happy, you got the thick icing. You're the thick icing. Nah, cake is gone clear. It's gone clear.
You know why this is so funny, yeah? Because your love for food, yeah. Okay. Bro, just to make this funny, yeah. So I came to Isaac's house today, yeah, and his girl made me a milkshake, innit? So I'm gonna tell them. So the milkshake is chilling. So we were doing work together today. So so he said like, yeah, come to my house, we work together all day and then we'll shoot the pod after the work day. So I'm like, cool. So I'm here, I'm clickety clacking away on my laptop. He's doing his work. His girl's like, she took a break from her work. She's like, your milkshake, blah blah. So she's giving me a milkshake. She gave him his own milkshake. Guzzled it, like 5 seconds. Finished this. So my milkshake is there sitting. I'm like, oh yeah, thank you. She's like, do you want a spoon? I said, yeah. Put the spoon in it. I just left it. I'm like, I'm coming to it later. I'm doing my work here. I'm seeing this guy, he's eyeing me. But I'm not paying him no mind because I'm focusing. I'm just seeing he's eyeing me, And then me and him, we made eye contact and he's like, bro. I said, yeah. He's like, you're gonna, that milkshake, you're gonna have it, like, you're gonna finish it. And I looked at him like, no, you can have it. This guy, he just took it. He goes, guzzled it. I think he even ate the spoon.
It was
this guy guzzled it. Nah.
Over your milkshake. I'm not gonna do that.
Your love for food is mad. Your love for food is actually mad. But my first one off the board that is safe. Red velvet is safe.
Yeah, red velvet.
Red velvet. I don't care what anyone says. Oh, it's a chocolate cake with red dye. Shut up. Shut up. Red velvet, bruv. That Costco red velvet.
Yeah. That's
Oh, elite!
Thanks.
It is an elite cake, bruv. Elite cake.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, that's my first one.
Red velvet, my second.
Red velvet is your second. Why is red velvet your second?
I appreciate the cake and the artistry.
Say that.
You know?
Yeah, I rate it.
Artistry.
I rate it. My second one off the board, chocolate cake. Chocolate fudge. Has to be.
Nourish your plate.
No, don't say that.
Chocolate that will get stuck in your teeth and look like a
Let
retard.
it get stuck. Let it get
It's
stuck.
not bad.
You said I'm trying to eat you. Let it get stuck, bruv.
It's not
Let it
bad.
get stuck.
But it's not, you know.
I'll eat it like
You know
that.
what I think about when I think chocolate cake? I think of Matilda.
You can think of
You know
Rachel
what?
and Josephine as well if you like. That's your own business.
No, that film. The way she vomited after eating all that cake, I was like, nah.
Don't ruin it for me, please.
Yeah, man, go watch Matilda.
Nah, don't ruin it for me. See,
Chocolate fudge cake. It's
what's your third one that's safe?
Yeah,
so
chocolate.
for you, it's between chocolate and Madeira.
Madeira, yeah. I'll take chocolate over Madeira. Madeira's dry.
Take chocolate over Madeira. So
Yeah,
what's
Madeira's
my
dry.
last one? Victoria Sponge or Madeira?
Yeah, pick carefully. I'll just leave this podcast.
I think Madeira has to go. I'm gonna keep Victoria Sponge.
Dry.
Yeah, Madeira.
Cake.
Madeira, you have to have it with sauce.
Thank you.
The rest of it you can eat. Yeah, the rest you can eat on its own, but Madeira, you have to have it with.
The bed choking.
Yeah. Madeira has to go. Madeira has to go. So yeah.
Sick pod, bro.
But yeah, it's been a sick pod, man. A sick pod. Anyways, peace and love and peace.
Guys.
Yeah, that's it, man. And cut.
How long we go for?